Next on the Broadway Show, it's Broadway's biggest night, the 2023 Tony Awards, and we're celebrating with the First Timers Club, some of this year's hottest first-time nominees, including J. Harrison Ghee, Micaela Diamond, Betsy, Wolfe, and more. Plus, you'll hear from some of Broadway's biggest stars like Sean Hayes, Sara Bareilles, Josh Groban, and so many more. It's a star-studded Tony's weekend. I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is the Broadway Show. Broadway's biggest night is back. It's Tony Awards weekend, the 76th annual ceremony, and we're celebrating the best and the brightest stars. So glad you're here for it. I'm Tamsen Fadal. On this episode of the Broadway Show, we're not only breaking down the biggest races, the who's who and the what's what, we're also shining the spotlight on the First Timers Club. It is now our annual tradition of showcasing the great actors and rising stars who are nominated for the very first time. But first, let's talk nominees. Here's what's up for Best Musical. And Juliet. KIMBERLY, AKIMBO. New York, New York.
The boys around here sure ain't much help. This corn ain't gonna shuck itself.
Shucked. And Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot, by the way, this season's most celebrated show with 13 nominations. Now in the musical revival category, the nominees are Into the Woods, Camelot, Parade, and Sweeney Todd. Up for Best New Play, Ain't No Mo, Between Riverside and Crazy, Cost of Living, Fat Ham, and Leopoldstadt. And the nominees for Best Revival of a Play, A Doll's House, The Piano Lesson, The Sign in Sidney Brustein's Window, and Top Dog Underdog.
It's always incredible to be nominated. I mean, it's one of the hugest honors of Broadway, but you know, the biggest win is just to be able to say that we're theater artists and get on that stage night after night and be able to have the stamina to do it 8 times a week, and also just celebrating everybody else who's nominated.
I think being a part of the theater community as an actor, I think it's a legacy and it's a tradition and a craft that I hold so precious. I'm just enjoying this ride. Whatever happens, I'm just so happy.
When I was a kid, I just thought like, oh, if you could do a Broadway play, you were an actor. That meant you were an actor. And so it was like, wow, am I an actor? I guess I am, you know? It's surreal to absorb it.
This is a role that I've loved for a really long time, so it means a lot. I'm high-fiving my 12-year-old self. I really wanted to just dive into the score in a way that I've never, dove into anything else in my career, and I'm just so happy people are enjoying it.
Now let's talk first-timers, because Paul Wontorek and I spent some time with some of the amazingly talented new members of this elite club, known as Tony nominees. First of all, what does it feel like seeing the first-time nominees?
Completely nuts. It actually hit me when I looked at the photo screen of some of the shots that he had just taken, and it said Tony nominees, and I went, oh, that's me.
Are you enjoying this? Do you like getting all the glam? Do you like doing this?
I am enjoying it. It's coming, obviously, it's just all at once, right? So it's thrilling, it's a busy time, but I'm also trying to just absorb it and soak it in and not just say, I just have to get through June 11th. I want to also really, really enjoy this time.
We did it. We're here. Tony Awards. It's happening. Is that what's happening inside you?
That
just
is
constantly
the motto
that?
of this whole season for me. It really is just a sound of enlightenment and joy.
How does it feel to be, here today with fellow first-time nominees? I know you see a lot of each other during Tony season.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm so delighted to be doing it with so many amazing friends. Like Bonnie Milligan and I started the Kinky Boots tour together, got our equity cards together, and here we are nominated for the first time together, and Neighbors on Broadway. So it's really special.
Yeah, those relationships in the Broadway community are really cool.
Yeah.
You build a web
Yeah.
of like friendships and relationships, and it's pretty beautiful.
It's special.
And then when you have a moment like this, you hear from all those people, you see all those people, and everyone sort of comes together to celebrate you, right? Do you feel that?
Oh, in such a way. I felt love from every direction, from every angle, from people I know, people I don't know, and it's so grounding and humbling.
So how does it feel seeing the other first-time nominees today?
It's so fun. I mean, the past few weeks have just been such a celebration of our whole community, and having this particular moment where we get to celebrate just being first-timers and the nerves that come with all of that and the excitement. It's really special.
There's something special about that, right? This first-time thing and everybody kind of being in that first-timers club.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun because in my show, Ben Platt has won a Tony and has gone through this not too long ago. And so it's really so joyful to have him around to remind me to stay present through all these crazy moments and busy moments. But then it's also fun to, be in little groups with people who have never gone through this before. We're just running blind. And it's also, there's something beautifully naive about all of that too.
Bonnie Milligan, Tony nominee. Are you used to that statement now?
No, absolutely not. It has not. No, actually, never.
You really got a lot of attention, I feel like, in this industry for your voice, which is very impressive.
Thank you.
And you're showing that off every night in KIMBERLY AKIMBO, but you're also showing off this beautiful acting performance.
Thank you very much.
So what is it like? It almost feels like the voice got you in the door.
Yeah.
But now you're like a featured actress.
Well, it's funny because I always consider myself actor first, like actor, singer.
Right.
Mover, not so much dancer. And I trained as an actor, I trained for acting, not musical theater. I found the belt in college, and so to find that voice later, that's not how I identified at first. I was always like, but I'm an actor. And so it's amazing to be seen, to be able to have a role like I have in KIMBERLY AKIMBO, where it really requires all parts of me, and the score as well. It's not just belting, it's every bit of that we can play with the voice. So I've been given the best material, and it's amazing to be seen. Yeah.
You're a real classic New York City film, TV, theater actor.
Well, yes, I've been doing it for a while. And
I've admired you in all of those mediums for many years. So it's exciting to see this moment happen.
I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm so thankful, and it's just a blessing. Doing the show alone is enough of a blessing for me. But for this was even.
When did the acting dream start?
Oh, it was late. I was a New York City police officer for 15 years, and halfway into that, I said, I think I want to try acting, because it's what I've always wanted to do. It's always been it was always a dream in the back of my head to maybe one day I probably had the guts to even go for it, and I did, and everything just fell into place. I fell in love with it, and it's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
How does it feel to see all the other first-time nominees for the first time?
It's amazing. It's so cool because we're constantly working. Everybody's doing 8 shows a week and nobody gets to see each other's shows. So whenever we get a chance in award season to all be in the same space, it's like a family reunion. You can finally give flowers to people who you're like, oh, you're so amazing in your show. It's so special. And to think that we're all first-time nominees It's wild to me, specifically, you know, for me, because I'm literally just a Broadway kid. I'm a theater nerd. So the Tony Awards were my entry access to Broadway when I was a little kid. So I just watched them every year, you know, being like, I want to be there one day. And I remember specifically, Neil Patrick Harris had that opening number in 2013. You know, it's bigger, it's bigger, it's bigger.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was like, you know, all of us here on stage, we were that kid. We were that kid sitting, watching that show. And I watched that again for the first time like a week ago, and I was just like,
When did you first dream of being nominated for a Tony Award?
If I'm being honest, just as a little girl, it was my only way of knowing what kind of Broadway was. I grew up in this small town in the middle of nowhere in California, and we had one night on TV where I just got to see the most amazing productions. And so for me, it was just, I just want to do that. I think certainly, like, as the years go on, you think that would be really special to be recognized for a role that you do. But for me, it's gratitude every day that I get to do what I do, that I set out at such a young age to do it, and I'm actually doing it is honestly pretty remarkable.
Are you excited for the telecast? I mean, going to the Tony, this is a big TV event, you know, a lot of cameras, a lot of people watching from home, a lot of red carpet, a lot of photographers, a lot of celebrities in the room.
I'm excited, and this is my first experience of it in any form, and it's exciting to now be a part of it. And my mom is going to be my date for the Tonys, to get her to step into this moment with me and to really enjoy and to ground herself and to like just take it all in.
Are you able to really sort of live in the moment? It's hard. It's easy to say you're doing it, but...
Well, so much of what Kimberly Akimbo is about is being in the now and being in the moment and enjoying where you are. So I have a show that reminds me of that every day.
Yeah.
And I have really very much made a conscious decision that every day to take what I have ahead of me today.
So the excitement getting ready for the ceremony too, because you obviously like fashion, you know it, it's New York.
I love it.
Are you excited about getting ready for the ceremony?
I'm so excited, although it's a crazy day. I mean, this is what I mean. You don't know when you're, 10 years old watching the Tonys that you have a matinee that day. You have a matinee the day of the Tonys. So you do a show at 2 o'clock and then have to be on the carpet by 6. And then, you just got ready for the carpet, have to undo all of the makeup and hair you just did to perform, and then run back and sit in your seat and do it all again. I mean, it's a chaotic day, but it's also just exhilarating, and there's something so unglamorous about it, and there's something so unglamorous about Broadway too, in a way that makes me feel like, the true gritty New Yorkers that we are.
Yes.
It's so very different from what it may feel like on a couch.
This is a Broadway show. We're back in just a few. But first, the secrets of this year's Tony nominees.
I won a huge jar of peanuts in 4th grade, guessing how many peanuts there were in a jar. I ate 2 of them.
I guess I should say a Grammy. It's the best thing but it's kind of the only thing I've ever won. Oh.
Well, it came in handy this year. I was first chair all-county tuba 3 years running from the 6th to 8th grade. And boy, I didn't think that would come in handy, but it's paying off right now.
I won $10 in the lottery last week, so.
I won the Golden Crutch Award in high school for being a clumsy person.
In high school, I was named funniest, and that is that's I peak.
To go to the theater as much as I've gone to the theater over these decades, and all the great performances that I've seen, and to be welcomed into that company of men who have played leading roles and become a nominee is very special. I did not know how special it was until my name was called. Something changed in me.
Welcome to the Broadway show. I'm Tamsen Fadal. Let's get back to it. It's Tony Awards weekend. Paul Wontorek and I sat down with 6 of this year's nominees who were up for a Tony for the very first time.
As the first openly non-binary nominee, not just for you, but what would it mean for the industry and for the queer community and the entertainment industry? What would it mean for you to win?
It would mean that the industry is really moving forward in such a beautiful way, that we're expanding, that we're stepping beyond our own labels, our own limits, our own boundaries, and finding new space to play. new space to honor humanity. Just the nomination alone really does feel like it's shifting things in the right direction.
So let's talk about your character. Describe your character in one sentence.
Anne Hathaway, not that one, is ballsy, brassy, eccentric, feminist, and deciding that she's going to change the game.
And you're doing that in real life too. On Broadway now as a mother and a wife.
Oh my
Is that
gosh.
different?
This is the first time I've ever been a mom in a show. It's one of the reasons why the script resonated with me, is because she decides within the first 4 minutes of the show that she's going to make a difference, not just for the next generation, but through that she ends up saying, oh, my life can be so much better as well. It's that kind of change that was like such a driving force for me to do it.
What is it like sharing a moment like this with your loved ones? I mean, they watch sort of the day-to-day of your life and your career.
I feel like that's like the most fun, is to see other people's reaction, like my kids, my two kids, my grandkids. Like my grandkids been watching me on TV since they don't care. They say, oh, look, your grandfather's on TV. They don't, they go, oh yeah, again? They did come see the play. Oh. And it was the first time that my 9-year-old granddaughter was like, oh, Papa, you're really good in this. And I kind of like, that hit me more than any review or any other thing that would have happened. So I was very thankful for that.
Biggest cheerleader up until now?
Immediately, it's my mom. I have a single mom and an only child. She moved me to New York, so she's always just been this like ready for adventure, and not at all like doesn't sing, has never done theater, just loves it, loves art, and loves supporting an artist, and I think is so fulfilled by it. And that is the reason I'm sitting in this chair.
The joys and the moments and the excitement right now, were you able to take it all in and be present? I know it's a lot coming at you at once, but what moments?
Those moments where I am listening to my show tunes playlist, or those moments where I'm watching something that made me fall in love with theater, or anytime I'm sitting in the theater, or interacting with these amazing people. Oh, and Patti LuPone spent like 30 minutes on a podcast talking about me in my play Ain't No More and how much she loved it. And Patti tells the truth, okay?
Yes, she does.
She tells the truth. And then she sent me a beautiful letter just telling me how proud she was of me and how much she loved my work. And she hates everything. So the fact that she loves me is the greatest honor of my life.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You are quite a role model for young up-and-coming performers. What do you want people out there who are maybe doubting that there's a place for them in the industry? What do you want them to know?
I want them to know that there is a place for all of us, and I do think the industry is coming around to seeing that more. I mean, look at this year's nominees. We have such a beautiful array of humans, and that whatever makes you different, or maybe you're bullied about it, or maybe you feel horrible about it, is what makes you different. And because you are the world, hopefully we should be seeing the world on stage, on film, on screen. All my biggest advice is just to learn to love those parts of yourself.
And now more secrets of this year's Tony nominees.
My red carpet secret weapon is maybe just like a little sip of whiskey before you go on.
Mints. Always carry some mints. You get very dry mouth, nerves, talking a lot. Mints.
Spare button and sewing needle. Frizzies.
Granny panties. I like a full seat panty. Who can handle a thong? I like to wear a full seat panty.
Thanks for staying with us for this latest episode of the Broadway Show. So glad you're here. Let's talk about another big award, our annual Broadway.com Audience Choice Awards. Every year, we give theater fans a chance to choose their favorite shows and stars of the season. The entire process is guided by the fans' votes.
Favorite performance of the year. It means everything. It means everything. The audience, the fans, the viewers, the people who come purchase the tickets and experience the stories we tell on stage. That is the whole reason we're doing it in the first place. This means everything.
To have them vote for a play that was written 150 years ago that is such this important piece of feminist literature, It's incredibly meaningful, and it's a beautiful thing to be recognized in this way by the audience.
Oh my God, it's the best. That's the best feeling. You know, to be doing a show like Sweeney Todd that I've loved since I was, 11 years old, 12 years old, to know that it's resonating with so many fans out there, it's the greatest honor of my career, truly. So it means so much.
To have that reciprocation by people that know the show, that love the show, that come and support the new cast members, support the evolution of this beautiful journey that this show's been on, and now this global journey, it's really cool.
Thank you so much to the fans. I really, really appreciate you, and thank you for everyone who's come to check out the show. I love you. Mwah.
See the full list of winners over at Broadway.com. And that's going to do it for us. Until next time, I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is The Broadway Show.